Hi guys, so I have a Hobby Lobby haul and I saw a lot of people posting that they had their stuff marked down on clearance, and so I went to check out to see what they had. There was one thing or a couple of things that I really wanted and I was able to find them, but at my store they didn't have like their stringed beads on clearance yet. And they also, I saw some people show some stuff in their sewology section, which I actually bought some stuff in that section. I don't know if it would have been on clearance or not, but I didn't see that on clearance at my store either. So I think they're kind of trickling into the clearance. It's weird though, because the next aisle over, like the charms and like the other beads, they have those marked down, but not the stringed beads, which is the ones I really wanted. So I'll probably be back at some point. But let me show you the non-clearance stuff first, because I didn't get that much of that. And then I'll show you the clearance stuff. Okay, so the first thing, this was just like regular price, and this is cold transfer stickers. I love cutting these up and putting them on all kinds of things. So I don't even use them. I don't think I've ever even used them on a glass cup. I have used them on a tumbler, and I use them a lot on acrylic hearts and stuff like that. But even on these like honestly work good on everything. Like you can put them on paper, you can put them on whatever you want. So yeah, so it says glass, ceramic, wood, plastic, metal, or coated paper. It's just not fabric. So I did get a set of that. That was just full price. Those are never on sale. Another item that I got, and I got two of these actually, and they were not on sale, but I'm wondering if they are going to be. But these are the sewing storage. So this is a stackable thread box, and these do actually stack on top of each other. But I use these to store my thread, and then I keep them in a drawer. And I found that I have quite a few sewing things at Hobby Lobby that I've been buying that I really like, and they're such a good price. I wish I could reach the other one to show you, because I keep like my rosettes in one. I've been keeping some little, like they have like a lot of like small part storage things, and they're such a good price. I've ordered them online too, and they came, one of mine came cracked, so I wasn't happy about that, but for the most part they've all come pretty good. So anyway, these are $1.99. The reason why I like getting them online too is because sometimes in the store they only have 2, and then that's it. Sometimes you need 10. So these just keep your thread in them. These ones on the sides, you can't keep like big thread next to each other. So if you have like those really big things, like I keep my Gutermann thread in here, and that could work fine, but when I put it with a regular thread, so I usually just do like one regular, one Gutermann, one regular, one Gutermann, and I'm trying to go to all Gutermann, but I want to use up the ones that I'm still working on. So anyway, I did get a pack of those. I mean, two sets of those, and they're only $1.99, so such a good price, I think. And then in the spring crafting section, I got a few things. Some of these things are for my baby, my 5-year-old, who's been telling me that he wants to craft. So I got a whole bunch of these little sticker sets. You guys, these are such a good deal for like if you have kids or grandkids, young kids or grandkids. They're $3.99, but they're 40% off, and like you can make 12. So like even if you wanted to buy a bunch of these, I was thinking like, and make like your grandkids or your kids a set. I thought that would be so fun. So I did get him this little dinosaur foam kit that makes all these little dinosaurs on it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then I got him this one that has like the bugs. This was $3.49, 40% off. This one that makes this little monkey. This makes 2 monkeys, and it's only $1.99, so it's only like $1. These little bookmarks, which I'm going to take some of these for myself because they're so cute. It's 6 different bookmarks, because you guys know I'm obsessed with books, but it makes 24 of them, so he doesn't need all of those. And then these little foil art ones. So I think he's really gonna like using those. And then my baby can feel like he's crafting with me, because I think he just wants to craft with me. So these are easy because they're just like stickers. You don't have any glue mess. And then when it's time to do like eyes and stuff, I just help him with that part. So for the most part, you don't need glue. And I wonder if these eyes are probably adhesive, and honestly, they play with these. They play with them for a second, and then they're done with it anyway. So I like that they're this mini, you know, and he can craft with mommy, which is really what he wants to do. Something else that was in the spring shop section that is not for my baby were these bows, and these are for me. And those were, I feel like they were pricey. No, they weren't. They were $4.49, but they were 40% off, and they're so cute. I feel like they would go with so many things, and of course, you know, they would go to like all the Maggie Holmes collections, and there's like every color there. So I got one set of those, and then I also got these. These are in the baking section. These are the box seals. These are what I use. I have a video on my channel, which if I remember, I'll put it in the description bar, where I show you how I organize my beads. And I use these little plastic acrylic boxes. They're not acrylic, they're like plastic, like what you would like bake cookies and put in. They're clear, like clear boxes, but I close them up with this, and I also use these to close up bags. So they're supposed to be for boxes, but you can use them for whatever you want. And this comes with 300, but I am unfortunately starting to run low. And this Sunnyside Bakery section is always 50% off. So these were only $1.25 for 300 seals. You cannot beat that. So I love using these. I love having those. And then even though I'm not doing like really probably any Easter crafting, this might be the only thing I craft. You guys know I can't resist these flannel back tablecloths because this one was so cute. I loved all the florals on it. And I do sew with this. I make like projects with this. Obviously not projects that you want to last forever, but they are pretty good. And the ones at Hobby Lobby are good too. So anytime you see like the PEVA with the polyester backing, they're pretty good quality. And this was $7.99, but it was 40% off, but you get way more than a yard. So I feel like this is such a good deal for doing like little cutesy sewing projects. So I make like zipper totes with this. I made some project pads with this. Like project, like, you know how Simple Stories just came out with these big zippered pouches, essentially where you can fit 12 by 12 paper. I've made those, but with vinyl in front of them. So if I remember, I'll put a link to the video where I show that. It's a Halloween video, but I've also made like zippered pouches with these, and maybe I'll do another tutorial using this and showing you guys how to do like a pouch or something fun with it. Actually, I think I will actually just had an idea. So I will do a tutorial with this in the near future. Let's hope now that Valentine's Day is over and life is slowing down a little bit, I'll have a little more time. Tutorials just take so long to record. Like the recording is long, but then the editing is at least like 3 times as long. So they really are a labor of love. So people out here who make a lot of tutorials, like big deal. Okay, now let me show you the clearance. All right, so I didn't get that much stuff for me, at least. The thing I really wanted, let us just spare let me spare you the anxiety. I wanted this. I wanted these. These are spiral sketchbooks. They are in like the art section. These were only $2. They're 5 by 5 by 8.5, which is almost A5, and they're 80 pounds. These are like very nice sheets of paper, like very good, nice, thick quality paper. And I am in my journaling, planning, everything era. So I have been loving having like just paper around. I feel like this would be really good too for those of you who junk journal, if you wanted to make a little journal. And actually one of the ones I bought was for that reason, for journals and making journals. So I did get this. This is the small one. This was $2, $1.99. This is the medium size one at 7 by 9. This is more like Happy Planner classic size for those of you who are planners. It's 7 by 9. It was $2.49. And then the one that I was the most excited about was this. And this is a huge one. It can't even fit in frame because it is 11 by 14 and it was $5. And this is the one that I plan on actually utilizing by folding the paper in half and like making actual journals out of this. Like this would be such good quality paper to journal in. And so it does come with 80 sheets. They're 80 pounds, which is 130 GSM. The GSM really is a more accurate thing than the pounds because pounds are like, it's like US versus the metric system. The metric system is typically always better for measuring. The US system, like we have 80 pound card weight, 80 pound paper weight, 80 pound. It's like, just look at the GSM. If it's 130 GSM, just think about it. You use the 110 pound that we're used to is 300 GSM. So obviously, if this is 80 pounds, this is not the same 80 pounds that you're thinking of. And so I usually just like to look at the GSM for that reason, because I'm like, all right, my 110 is 300. This is like not as thick as that. This is like paper, but it's good paper, you know? So anyway, that's just another little tip from me. So I did get 2 of those. I think I got 2 of these, and I think I got 2 of those. So got those. Okay, also on clearance was this. This was also for my baby. This was the little reindeer. It was only 19 cents because it used to be $1.99. And I honestly feel like there's stuff that they have for Christmas that just like fell in the back or something. Like they never put it out, because how do we still have this kind of stuff? Like when they barely had this when it was Christmas time. And I remember their paper crafting section was on clearance, and this was definitely not in it. So I think they kind of just find stuff afterward. Okay, so their charm section, their like resin section, those kind of sections, the jewelry shop, those things were marked down in my store. The beads were not marked down yet, but I did get quite a few things. Okay, so I first got these little round metal hoops, and these are supposed to be earrings. I believe they're supposed to be earrings. However, I wanted to use these to hang like charms and stuff from, and then hang my projects off of them. So they were only $1.24. So I did get them in silver, and I also got them in gold, and the gold is $137. It's slightly higher. You know what's weird about this? I know people say like, you know, oh, well, gold costs more. Sometimes certain colors are different prices. I don't really think that's true in this case because the original price of these is the same. And usually when they mark it down, it's just supposed to be 75% off. So this, I don't know. I don't know how they came to the conclusion of these prices. Hobby Lobby, you know, is in the Stone Ages with their pricing, like all their cash registers, you know, they're not updated. That's why you go to I go to Hobby Lobby today and my stuff is full price, and you go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow and your stuff is clearance. It's weird and whatever. But usually what they do is they would have just marked this and it would have went from being $225 to being like $112. But I don't know. I'm not sure what they're doing with the pricing with this. I've never actually seen it done like this before at Hobby Lobby. Anyway, there's also these are round hoops that open. So these actually are like actual like these open up. So you could actually string beads. Like this one you would have to use, you know, some kind of jump ring. These you could actually string the beads, and I've seen people utilize something like this, and I figured I could use it for that same purpose. So I did get 2 of those. Those were $149. And then I also found this, and I just got one of these. These are just little barrettes, and they're cute, and I just figured they could clip on packages and I could put cabochons on them for all the holidays. I like thought about for Valentine's Day how this would have been cute with like cabochon hearts on it, but of course Valentine's Day is over. But any holiday that would be great for. And then I found these in the jewelry shop section a little farther over, and they are little heart blank keychains. I'm gonna open these because it says it's a 4-piece, so I'm thinking they're like a locket situation because this is like way more than 4 pieces. And I know you guys can't open this in the store, and I like to give you, you know, as much information as possible. And I don't know. No, there's just 4 pieces in here. I thought there was like something else, but maybe they're not. Okay, cool. So anyway, I like to put my little, no, there is. I knew it. Okay, so these open. That's what I was thinking, because I feel like in one of my packs, because I got more than 1 pack of these were like separate. So you have options here. You could use this open, right? You could also close it up and use it, but it's not going to stay. So I don't know why you'd want to do that. I mean, maybe it'll stay. I don't know. That's probably why they're clearancing it. If you close it, I would use some kind of adhesive or something. But I was actually thinking that if there was space between, I could put like some of this kind of stuff, which is also something that I bought. So this is this is actually in the resin section. These are inclusions. These were on sale. Normally these would have been $1.50, again, half price, but instead they're $1.64. So I think they're just nickel and diming, you know, where they can, like everyone is in America, it seems. And then there's also this, which was also $1.64. So I was thinking these kind of little things could go in here. You could put glitter in here. The stuff you put, I think, would have to be, I mean, I'll have to test this out, but it would have to be pretty like thin for it to fit. But I thought it would be cute, or you could just decorate it. You could take this thing off, this back thing off, and leave it open, and it just be like, you know, decoration how you would like a normal acrylic heart. You could use DTFs on here. You could use vinyl on here. So many options. So these were 87 cents for the 4, and then these were $1.64 for each one of these colors. I do want to get into resin soon, like UV resin. But you know, so many ideas, so little time. So I got another one of these, like I said. Okay, then I got these little charms. We're in the little charm section. These were 49 cents. So all their clearance prices are not 75% off like they used to be. They're kind of just like a little more than that. But these are super cute and I like them. So they were worth 49 cents to me. And then these are cute. These are 87 cents. These are clay hearts in between. I mean, clay strawberries. In between, there's little hearts that have little red strawberries on them. They're so adorable. So I thought these were so cute for 87 cents. I like that. And then I got 2 of these. These were in the a little farther over again, closer to beads, but still not there. And these are little acrylic pieces, and they're from Hello Happy. They were 87 cents. They're so cute. They are so cute. And then over here, they also had these, and these are little lobster clasp. And I like these because they're like bright colors. I don't have any lobster clasp that are fun colors. So I did pick up this. This is $2.74. The original price was $10.99. Insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then, oh, I got another pack of these. And then I also found this guy. I thought this was cute. This was in the jewelry shop section too. I thought I could use this for resin, and it says it works with UV resin. And wouldn't it be so cute to give someone like a little keychain with their name because it has a hole already in it. So I thought this was cute. I love having the alphabet. You could do like words if you wanted. You could string this across a project. I just thought this was so cute. So I wanted to have that, and $2.12 is a great price for that. But yeah, guys, pay attention because the pricing thing is going crazy. Because up to now, I've never not seen the Hobby Lobby stuff just be 75% off, and usually the stuff that's yellow tagged is 50% off. But now this is like not a full 75% off. And you know, I'm a math person, so for me immediately I'm like, huh? What is this? This one is 75% off. This one is not, and they're the same price. Like, they're different prices, but they're the same price now. So this is an actual 75% off. This is slightly less, but these are keys, and like this one is gold and this one is silver, and it's just a bunch of charms. 48, which is a big pack for $1. So I did grab those because those are cute on all the projects. And then I got some of these because I was like, maybe I'll make my own earrings. These are like studs. So they're 12mm post with adhesive pad and earring backs, 14 sets. And I thought this was cute because I like to wear like very festive holiday earrings. And I thought this would be cute to make my own with my cabochons. And since this was only $1.24 and I can make like, you know, 14 sets, I think this is actually, I can make 7 pairs of earrings. I think by 14 sets, they mean there's 14 with this and the back, but if you're making them as earrings, they're 7 pairs of earrings. And I just thought for $1 and then like a cabochon, I could have cute earrings for super cheap. They would cost so much more if I was buying them already made. I also got a small set of these. No, these are the same ones. Oh no, I got another set of these. Okay, so these are $1.24. I thought they were smaller. And then I also got this. This is cute for resin again. And I always prefer when it has a little hole, but I think it's okay in this case. And I love these little hearts because they could just be scattered. They don't have to be turned into like charms and stuff. So this was $1.62. I thought that was a good price for that. And then they even had, even though they didn't have the string bead section, they did have this bead section. Now I didn't get a lot of these because these are glass. They didn't put the other ones on sale, which are the ones I usually buy. So these are both metallic silver, believe it or not. And when I looked in the store, I was like, are these the same? Because they kind of look like a different color. But I think it's because, no, they're different because this one was $2.99 and this one was $4.49. Or maybe that's the new price of them. No, because they have the same number. So these are supposed to be the same item. But as you can see, they once upon a time were $2.99. The price has changed to $4.49, but they're clearanced. So it's the same amount. They look different though to me, but they have the same product number, so I think they're supposed to be the same thing. And this one has 14 plus, this one has 16 plus. Interesting. Anyway, I thought these were cute. I did want them in silver, so I did pick up those. And then they also had these. These are cute little moons. I thought these would be cute for Halloween, and these are a true 75% off. And look how cute they are. I love them. So cute. Okay, and then these are cute. These are like little like, they're not charms, they're like what you would put on a bracelet, but I was also thinking you could hang them if you hang them from your project, they would be cute also, like in like a little banner. So they say love, praise, grace, faith, devoted glory, pray, and be still. So I thought those were so cute. Those were $1.87. And oh, I got another pack of the lobster class. Those are so cute. And then I think that's everything. Oh, look, I have a duplicate of the little Plain Inclusion mix, but I think that's it. So that's my haul for Hobby Lobby, for my little clearance haul. It was a small haul. I'm gonna go back when the beads, when my store marks down the beads, because I did see some of the beads that they're gonna mark down, and some of them are pretty and ones that I want. But I'm not gonna go crazy because I bought a lot of beads lately, especially, and I really love the ones I've been buying. So I'm only gonna get ones that I really like, at Hobby Lobby. That's what I'm trying to do just in general, is like, I'm still gonna shop, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting things that I really like and that I know I'm going to use. Now that I've been doing this swapping thing for a little while, when you first start out, you just get so excited and you want all the things, and then you're like, okay, this thing has been sitting in my stash, so obviously I don't use this type of thing, but I do love using this type of thing. You get to know your crafting style. And now that I've been transitioning into journaling, some of the stuff that I like has expanded and other things have like reduced, So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.